There is nothing more magical than a Hallmark movie set. Kristen here for Pop Culture Planet, and we are on location in Mystic, Connecticut on the set of Mystic Christmas. Let's go chat with the cast. Well, I gotta say, first of all, it is incredible to be on a Hallmark movie set with you guys. This is insane. It's like a bucket list item, I feel like, And so I gotta ask, first of all, how do you get ready for Christmas in May? It's really hot out. I feel like I'm in a tan already.
Well, last week it was not hot. This week it is hot. I was telling them I make Spotify playlists, so I definitely have my Christmas playlists going. It helps me get into character. And
all right, what's a song on the list?
Well, we have Dominic the Donkey that is prevalent in this movie, so that is the starting. That is my album cover, is Dominic the Donkey.
I'm always in the mood. Always. So
the Christmas
mood. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
You guys you got the red, you got the plaid. This feels like Christmas.
We have an amazing set deck. We have an amazing editor, director, producer. We've got, wardrobe, hair, and makeup. And so we've got lots of layers and jewel tones. And I feel like our crew, Patty Mirren was saying that that's one of the things that she loves most is it's really, the world is set for us and we just need to step into it.
Honestly, the wardrobe and the set decoration and props, they take care of so much of it for us because, we come in and we're sort of concerned with the storyline and our lines and all that stuff. But then when you kind of step on set and you see Christmas trees and you're wearing, a sweater and a coat in the, middle of May, you're like, yes, of course. And then it just kind of goes by itself from there. It's fairly simple.
Yeah, and you can see a little bit of the fake snow behind us, which is I'm like, that looks real.
Yeah, they're really amazing. Every Hallmark movie I've done, this is my 5th. They're just so, you can't imagine, just the work that goes into it and the research and, just the meticulousness that they really have. So we're very lucky.
And speaking of, you're starring, obviously, in Mystic Christmas. What can you tell us about the film and about your role?
My role, I play Candace, who is sort of the catalyst that she sort of puts all the pieces in motion. So I basically run the aquarium, Mystic Aquarium, and I call my best friend Juniper, who played by Jessie Schramm, I call her to come home to help me because we have a new seal that needs to be rehabilitated and re-released, and she says yes, and she happened to have a magical moment with my brother about 10 years ago, and so this is the first time that they have seen each other and reconnected, since that weekend, and so that's I sort of bring it together, but I also want absolutely nothing to do with it. I don't want to know. And then I have Candace has an 8-year-old daughter named Louisa, who is actually the little actress that plays her. Delaney Quinn is the sister of one of the young Annas in Frozen.
Oh, I love
So
that.
I've worked with her sister before, and so I've known the family forever. So it's really, makes it that much easier to play her mom.
I play Sawyer Adams. He lives in Mystic. He owns a little pizza shop. He's born and raised. He's always stayed there. He had a little thing with Juniper 10 years prior. Didn't work out, but she's back in town, and there's hope.
I play Juniper Jones, who is a world-traveling marine veterinarian who is very passionate about rehabilitation of marine wildlife. And her best friend, Candace, has asked her to come and help with the stranded seals. So she never does Christmas in one place ever. She is a nomad. She travels everywhere. She's supposed to be looking for the northern lights at this time. She doesn't want to come back to Mystic because, as Chandler mentioned, Sawyer and her had a thing about 10 years ago. He said it didn't work out, but really he ghosted me. So this sets up for our conflict in the movie. And so when she comes, there's definitely the reintroduction of their relationship and what that could or would or wouldn't be. There is an intense feel of community within this. We definitely get to work at the aquarium a lot. We see a lot of seals. We see some turtles. It's a movie with a lot of heart. It's a love story to Mystic. It's a love story to the community. And it's definitely a love story for the seals and possibly a love story with some people.
I gotta say, Mystic Ghosts of Christmas Past.
The title might get changed.
I play Ken. I play somebody who owns a cafe in the town. He's been here for his whole life, knows everybody in town, is sort of involved in everybody's business, and kind of like the de facto mayor, I think.
Oh, I love that. And now I got to ask you because, Mystic Christmas, Mystic Pizza, 35 years ago, that movie came out. And, what is it like to come back to this location, to come back to this town, so many years later?
Oh, it's been an amazing experience. It was great. We made it in the fall of 1987, and it came out in '88, the fall of '88. It was wonderful in 1987. It's equally as wonderful now. It's just it's sort of great coming back every time I come back.
And I gotta ask, is there any like Easter eggs, any like references to the movie? I mean, you're in it, you're in both.
Sawyer owns a pizza parlor, so I suppose that there might be some kind of relationship there. But no, there's no direct correlation between them, other than some of the locations, including this one. They were in the original movie, so.
Oh, I love that. I love that. A nice little love letter to Mystic. And I wanted to ask, because you guys are filming today, like right after this. Yeah. So what are you filming? What can you tell us about?
Ooh, today's scene is, it's a town hall meeting. So Ken, who gets in everybody's business, gets in our business. Yeah. And same with the community. But it's a really fun community scene. And it's all about Christmas and volunteering. And then the town kind of gets involved in the he said, she said of our relationship. It's a really cute bundle of scenes that we're filming today, because we do shoot out of order, and it's kind of all over the place, but today is very based with the townspeople. And we do, in our story, have a bunch of interns as well, so there's a lot of people in this story.
I know you mentioned that your character's working at the aquarium. I've heard that, they were talking about a CGI seal, and then they didn't need to do that, and I want to hear what it was like working with the seal.
Oh, no, we did not have any CGI seals. They were on their marks on the day. That being said, we had a few. We had one star named Cork who beat out Pearl for the role just by, the enthusiasm alone. But no, we have real seals. We have real trainers on the side, everything about the aquarium and how they deal with their animals. And everyone in the aquarium, too, is an animal that cannot be released again. So they're in captivity because they were too injured or they were born in captivity. So they give them the best life they can. And we were very lucky to have our harbor seals be there on the day. There was no CGI in any of this. And even one named Bristle popped out of the water in the middle of the scene the other night. It was stark night out, and she decided she was going to be part of the scene. So we acted with her, and it was absolutely lovely.
I got to high five a sea lion, and it was just amazing to be there and to be at the aquarium and hear all the volunteers and all the knowledge that they have to share and whatnot. They just all know so much, and they're so passionate about what they do, and it was a real honor to be able to be there and sort of be able to wander about freely in spaces that the general public doesn't get to see. Yeah. And they were just more than happy to give us that extra, that extra special attention and experiences and stuff. And so it's really a fantastic facility, and I'm an animal lover myself, and so it's just amazing to be kind of supporting them in that way and drawing attention to how great the aquarium is.
It's one of the most beautiful aquariums I've seen. It really is.
Yep, and it's not overly complicated. It's laid out really well. It's just really, it's very pleasant. And they have very charming sea life as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I found myself talking to fish, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
You got 3 weeks to put a movie together. That's very quick. I mean, and you guys have all been in Hallmark movies before. Is it always this fast of a turnaround?
Yeah, pretty much. pretty much. It becomes less and less, because they want more and there's more of them. But yeah, usually about 2.5 weeks to make one of these.
I also got to ask, the two of you starred as father and daughter in a Hallmark movie a couple of years ago. So what is it like reuniting on this set?
It feels like family.
It feels like family, yeah, right, exactly.
No, it's amazing. We had a Zoom table read the week before, and I saw William Moses on the bottom of the screen and had like a big freak out. But your camera wasn't working, so I couldn't see your face.
Oh, I couldn't get that thing to work either. I was late to the table read because I couldn't log into Zoom. It was horrible. I was totally scattered when I got there. But no, Jesse and I think we made 10 movies for Hallmark, although with Leah Thompson.
My mom and Leah right afterwards. I was like, guess who I'm working with right now.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible. What do you think makes the perfect Christmas movie? You've been in several Hallmark movies, so I feel like you are an expert.
Absolutely. You know what I love the most about Hallmark Christmas movies is that they all take place in a community, and they all have those super fun, quirky characters that really support the main storyline. Like you have the shop owners and the neighbors and all the people that pop in and out, and they're the ones I feel like that really make it make the magic work, because it is a story usually about two people or a family or some mix of that, but it really is about the settings that they find and the scripts that they write and everybody that makes up the world that Hallmark is trying to is trying to give to the viewers. So that's what I think that's I think one of their secrets is that they understand that it has to be about the community at large and making it a town that you would want to move to and live in for the rest of your life.
Honestly, like I want to move to Mystic. It's beautiful.
I've already been on Zillow.
Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and if you want to talk more TV and movies with me outside of the comments section, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/kmaldo. If you like this one, you can check out more of my videos right over here. See ya!